Don't hide all your fears, they will lead you to empty tears.
Hi, I'm Rachel Tucker, and I'm 23 years old, and I am finally setting out to do something that I have wanted to do for a very long time. I'd always wanted to be a musician, but I couldn't play any instruments. I didn't know how. I could sing, but that was really the extent. I struggled with a lot of things in college. My grandfather passed away. I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, and one of the hardest things that I had to deal with is that my brother was deployed to Afghanistan.
Up from the ashes.
So after about 3 years, the Lord finally opened my eyes to see His grace and His glory and what He was doing in a time of suffering, that these places of ashes, really beauty had truly come forth from that.
He has overcome. Hallelujah. Soul has been won.
The chorus. Let's just go there. I've been writing for about 4 years total, 4 or 5. But in that amount of time, every time that I present a new song to someone, the question I always receive is, do you have a CD? Do you have this somewhere recorded? Can I listen to this somewhere? And my answer is always no, unfortunately, because I've always been afraid. And just fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of whatever, you name it. Because of that, I've made very little effort to actually record an album. So here I am, finally making an album of my own and using it as a way to tell my story of the Lord's grace in the midst of real, true suffering. What I didn't realize is that an album actually costs a lot of money, and I accidentally picked a really expensive hobby. So, albums cost a lot, and I didn't realize that going into this. So with the studio and the producer and engineering, mixing, mastering, my managers, always makes me feel really official. I have one of the greatest support networks because of my fans, so much so that you've convinced me to do something that I've always thought would be impossible. So I'm making a 6-song EP, and I really need your help with this project. I've compiled a list of some really cool incentives that might interest you as just a way to thank you for your support for this project and getting it off the ground.